Coming up, World Cup final. Spain and Argentina duking it out for the crowning achievement in the world's most popular sport. We'll be live outside of the stadium on a historic day for host USA. Local high-rise evacuated. What crews found inside the 10-story tall office building in Maryland that was so concerning? We're live with how the county is getting involved. Bouncing back after severe storms touched down at the DMV this weekend. We've got the latest on who's getting power turned back on after those trees were toppled and power lines came down.
And our weather today was a lot better than it was yesterday, that's for sure. We'll continue into the start of a new work week. I'll have the answer for you coming up.
Keeping an eye on some midsummer savings, from your student loans to free ice cream. The quick consumer news to keep you feeling chill about your finances.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good Sunday evening. Thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 6 o'clock. I'm Ben Dennis. Thousands of families were left in the dark after last night's storm swept through the region. In some cases, damaging winds brought down trees onto houses, littering front yards. Power lines scattered on roads, and emergency crews worked late into the night. Meteorologist Scott Sumner has a look on the forecast and eventually our 7-day forecast too. Scott, I know that a lot of folks are still dealing with some power outages here, but what are we looking at here at 6:01?
Yeah, we're looking at 4,500 in Anne Arundel County still ongoing at this point in time, Ben, and we still have power outages up towards Montgomery County, Howard County, and in towards Baltimore County. Now, as far as our live camera, you can see here, this is out towards Annapolis. Things are much calmer here. We don't have the severe weather that we had yesterday during the course of the afternoon, and the same could be said over in the district here, although again, a little bit of the haze to that sunshine that's being seen this afternoon. Again, that's the only detriment to our weather, and will continue to be a little bit of a detriment as we go into tomorrow. High temperatures, as you notice here, will be into the upper 60s for overnight lows, turning the corner quickly. And walking the dog tonight, yeah, it's going to be a dry evening out there, but don't want to be out too long because some of that smoke outside don't want to really be inhaling that and breathing that a lot. So obviously you want to bring the pet in after it does its thing, but temperatures will be pleasant into the 70s and the 80s. We'll talk more about tomorrow's forecast and beyond with a new 7-day forecast, and we have a tropical update for you that's coming up as well.
Quite a tease. Thank you, Scott. New tonight, Maryland police are investigating whoever shot a man several times after his body was discovered on a residential sidewalk last night. Anne Arundel police say they rushed to Williamsburg Lane in Odenton just before 9 o'clock. Police say he died on the scene. No word, though, on any suspect descriptions here. D.C. police are looking for whoever killed a man in the Deanwood neighborhood in Northeast early yesterday morning. Police say the man was found shot several times around 1:30 along Sheriff Road and not far from Burville Elementary. The man was not breathing when cops arrived. No description of a suspect has been shared at this hour. And a 36-year-old motorcyclist was killed in Woodbridge, Virginia overnight. Prince William County police say Michael Hall, a local man, crashed while headed east on Old Bridge Road toward Colby Drive. That crash was reported just before 11 p.m. after officers say Hall tried to drive around a curve, but he crossed the median, hit a traffic sign and a guardrail. He died at the hospital. Investigators say they do believe speed was a factor. Well, a high-rise office building in Maryland was evacuated after serious concerns about the building's structure was flagged in the parking garage. DC News Now's Dave Laval joins us in Glen Burnie, Maryland at Empire Towers. Dave, county authorities were quite concerned with what they found. What do we know about this issue here?
Well, good evening to you, Ben. What we can tell you is where we're standing, Crane Highway along Virginia Avenue and 6th Street remains closed as a precaution, and it won't reopen until Empire Towers is deemed safe again. A 911 call alerted authorities to an underground parking garage July 9th. Authorities said active and unpermitted construction work threatened the integrity of the 10-story office building. County inspectors immediately ordered everyone out of the high-rise. The county executive said on social media Thursday a structural engineering team has been put in place to handle the repair work, and that those will take place in 2 phases. The first needs up to 2 weeks to finish, but he did not say when that work will start or when or how long it will take to complete. And he also didn't say the same thing regarding the second phase. But again, we need to stress that Empire Towers and the road along Crane Highway where we're standing, and a lane along Ritchie Highway just about a block north of where we're standing remain closed until further notice. We're live in Glen Burnie, Maryland. Dave Laval, DC News Now.
A lot of answers to unfold there, Dave. Thank you very much. Well, the Pentagon says yet another U.S. soldier was killed in the Middle East, in addition to the pair of troops who were killed at an American base in Jordan. We brought that news to you yesterday. Now the U.S. military says a service member was killed while trying to safely detonate part of a one-way Iranian attack drone while in Iraq. Another soldier there was hurt. They are expected to be okay. But back in Jordan, authorities say they found remains where Iran attacked the U.S. base on Friday, and they're working to identify them. In the district, a change in scenery for the historic DuPont Circle neighborhood. Check it out. Steel beams have been installed over the Connecticut Avenue underpass below the circle. Mayor Bowser's office shared an update on the project to create a brand new public space over Connecticut Avenue. Grand opening slated for next year. A would-be robber in Maryland needed an accomplice for his bank heist, but he was first accused of stealing a kitten from a pet store before walking into the bank to nab some cash. This happened Monday in Beltsville. Our Daniel Hamburg claws through the scene of this crime.
Magnolia is the kitten's name, and she is doing just fine, but workers here at Pet Supplies Plus were quite frightened when they realized that she was gone. Turns out the man who stole her didn't go very far. He went across this parking lot over to the PNC Bank and tried to rob the place. Magnolia the kitten,
she is 3.5 months old now,
is cared for by Stephanie Stellick and Beltsville Community Cats.
She remains our cat, and we take care of her, but the store provides a steady stream of customers who are potential adopters, and the store staff here are pretty much cat crazy.
Around 10:30 Monday morning, Stellick got a call from a store employee, also one of their volunteers, that someone stole Magnolia. Stellick says the man had been hanging out in the store and saw where the key was kept.
When the store staff weren't looking, he quickly opened the habitat, grabbed poor little Magnolia, and carrying her in his arms, bouncing as he ran through the store and went over to the bank.
She says the man thought he could use the kitten as a decoy.
He approached one of the bank managers and said, can you hold this? And then he proceeded to write a note on their notepad, took it to the bank teller, and it said, give me all your cash.
Police arrested the man and returned Magnolia next door. Stellick is using the situation to encourage adoption.
Some of our foster cats stay in foster care for months because we don't have enough people who are stepping up and saying, I want to help you save this little life.
Magnolia is one of 60 to 80 kittens and adult cats that Beltsville Community Cats has in their care. Stellick hopes this bizarre story helps encourage people to either adopt from them or another rescue in the area. In Beltsville, Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
Daniel Hamburg, thank you very much. Getting rid of Rats 101. It is actually a class that the district is popular as the rodents are trying to remove. DC Health leaders hosting this academy to teach community leaders and families how to purge these pests from our neighborhoods. The annual session brings together pest control experts, local leaders, homeowners, business owners, all to focus on getting rid of these rats. They share best practices and examine new methods to do it. And they say it's a combination of prevention, sanitation, and targeted control to take back our neighborhoods from these rodents.
Strategies that we're using right now is the collaboration of raising the bar, that we need each other's support. We need other agencies to get active. We need the residents to get active. We all need each other to remove these contributing factors that causes a rodent problem.
Nobody wants them. You can also find all the resources to Rodent Academy at dcnewsnow.com. Just search rodent control. We are getting some of the first looks at 2 new cheetahs welcomed by the Virginia Zoo. Meet Walnut and Cashew. That's cute names. Officials at the zoo in Norfolk say the 3-year-old brothers have been adjusting to their lives since their public debut earlier this week. But they're also apparently shy, maybe even a little camera shy. So we're told anybody looking to catch a glimpse of them should be patient. Mighty cute. People in Silver Spring got to sink their teeth into something delicious at the International Food and Craft Festival. The Tasty Fest featuring cuisine from a variety of food stalls offering authentic dishes from all over the globe. Even performances, some dances from countries like Ecuador, India, Peru, Samoa, Japan, Brazil. And those who attended this event said that it felt like going on vacation without leaving home.
We out here having a good time, trying to stay cool, you know. Sometimes you just need to take a vacation and come out with the family.
And the event also featured a colorful marketplace showing handmade goods, arts and crafts from artists around the world. A lot of fun. Good day to do it. Coming up on DC News Now, on the heels of World Cup hype, some leaders are kicking around the idea of some new additions to Audi Field, home of the Spirit and DC United, in hopes of growing the game. Take a live look outside at Catholic University. We're taking a look over in Northeast DC from DC News Now headquarters in Northwest. Stick around. Scott Sumner has a look at how your forecast will fare for the next 7 days coming up.